Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, and it's not just any regular Wednesday. Today is Welcome to Rockville Lineup Wednesday. The lineup released just a couple of hours ago. A lot of you have found this channel by way of our Welcome to Rockville videos in the past, and I thank you guys for sticking around and coming back. And for those of you who don't know what Welcome to Rockville is, it is a multi-day music festival, mostly rock and roll, heavy metal, all kinds of metal or rock genres, taking place in Daytona Beach, now at Daytona International Speedway, formerly up in Jacksonville, Florida, hence the Welcome to Rockville moniker. It stayed with it a couple years back when they had to relocate to Daytona Beach due to some construction taking place over by TIAA Bank Field, which is where the festival formerly was held. Welcome to Rockville will run in 2023, May 19th through May 21st. It happens every day, roughly like 1 o'clock in the afternoon through 11 o'clock at night. They offer multi-day tickets, meaning you buy one ticket for all 4 days, or you can buy each day individually. The pricing for these tickets, as of the time of this video, I believe 4-day ticket is about $259 and single day tickets are about $109 a piece. However, there is variable pricing, and what I mean by that is not like Ticketmaster deciding they're going to charge different prices for different tickets throughout the day, or throughout the same concert rather. It means that the earlier you buy your tickets, the cheaper the tickets are, and they normally hit different price points all the way through the point of selling out for a particular day. The concert is general admission and it is outside, so it is rain or shine. It is not thunderstorm or shine. As long as there's lightning within a certain mile radius, the show will be postponed, or acts will be cut, or times cut, or just canceled altogether. Last year was a perfect example of this, where a good chunk of the show, multiple days, didn't happen due to severe thunderstorms that were in the area. Can't really blame the promoter for the weather. There are add-ons through the course of the event as well, including VIP tickets, lockers to store your items in, owners club, as well as camping. So multiple different camping options. There's RV with electric and hookups, there's RV without, there's tent camping, etc. This year will be the first year that we will be tent camping on site. I think camping on site is going to add a different dynamic to the event. We've been going to this event for many years at this point, but I think it at least allows you the ability that if you are having a few beverages while you're on site, you're not even needing to walk back to a hotel. You're literally just walking through the infield and crashing. It also gives you the ability to eat what you want and drink what you want during the event, because you can keep going in and out to go to your camping spot throughout the day. We've done VIP before. VIP to me was not worth the extra upcharge. It basically allows you a different viewing area, which is still pretty far from the stage or stages. There are 4 stages in total that bands will be playing, and a lot of times those bands play at the same time as each other, and there's different choices that you need to make if you want to get a good spot for either of the stages that you want to see bands at. And there is an owners club. An owners club is kind of like super VIP. It was introduced last year. It also includes not only better or viewing spots dedicated for your ticket, it includes basically all you can eat, all you can drink, and you have to factor in the prices for owners club. Very expensive, but if you do the math and figure out how much are you going to be able to actually drink, if you're buying singular drinks during the day at the event, alcoholic beverages, it can add up. It just needs to add up a lot to be able to cover the cost of that owners club ticket. Now let's talk about the lineup. The lineup for this year, in my opinion, probably the most solid and varied lineup that Welcome to Rockville has ever had. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm looking at my notes. Thursday, lead-off day, which there's kind of a lead-off to the lead-off day. If you are camping, there's acts that will play just for the campers on Wednesday night. They have not announced those acts yet. Last year, Steel Panther played in addition to some other bands, and that's only if you have paid for camping on site. But the lead-off day for the general masses on Thursday, Slipknot headlining. This is after Slipknot had stated that they were not playing any shows in 2023. Slipknot with the co-headliners Rob Zombie and Queens of the Stone Age. Huge. Slipknot has played Welcome to Rockville as a headliner probably more than any other band that I can think of off the top of my head, with maybe Disturbed and Shinedown in there as close seconds. And Slipknot, amazing every time that they play. Full stage setup. And Slipknot supporting their new record, obviously, or most latest record. It's going to be amazing. In support, I'm not going to go through every single band because there's over 90 of them across the 4 days. The bands that I am looking forward to checking out: Pussifer, Trivium is returning as well. Trivium has not played Welcome to Rockville in Daytona yet. They have played in Jacksonville a couple of times. We've seen them. They absolutely kill in that large setting, and watching the entire crowd chant along and bounce up and down, it is amazing. It's going to be an incredible show. Trivium also local to Central Florida, so it is going to be a super show. Bullet for My Valentine also playing. We also have the return of Suicidal Tendencies. Suicidal Tendencies, I think the last time that they played at Rockville was in Jacksonville, and they had kind of a weird setup where the amphitheater that's there now in Jacksonville is where the side stage was. Suicidal had come out at the time wearing Jacksonville Jaguars jerseys, I believe, and they played that. I think it was the same set or show that they played with Hatebreed that time as well. But Suicidal, amazing to check out also in the festival setting. A couple bands that are on the undercard that I would recommend checking out on Thursday if you get to the show early enough. Rain City Drive, they are played on the radio quite often if you have Octane. Rain City Drive, a newer band that is just really great, at least sonically recorded. I'm really looking to check them out live and see what they have, as well as Rivals. And we've seen Rivals before. Excellent set. Can't wait to see them again. Friday brings us a pretty diverse lineup. Avenged Sevenfold playing their first show since 2018, I believe. The last time that we saw Avenged Sevenfold, I think, may have been opening up for Metallica in Orlando in the football stadium. In support, or co-headlining, Evanescence is back. I'm not the world's biggest fan of Evanescence, but they do put on a pretty fantastic show, and they always pack in a crowd. And in that third slot on Friday is Hardy, which, kind of coming out of left field. I think leading into the show announcement, folks had kind of guessed like maybe Luke Bryan or somebody would be playing, and it seems so out of the norm or left field that you would have a country artist, and now we have Hardy being announced. And it is not Matt Hardy, delete, and it's not Jeff Hardy, the charismatic enigma. It is Hardy, and if you've listened to Hardy, or if you haven't listened to Hardy yet, I'd encourage you to check them out. They are kind of a crossover artist. I'd kind of put them in more of a country vein, but kind of with maybe a little bit more modern Kid Rock type tendencies. And in support, I Prevail, making their return. I think probably the masses are cheering for I Prevail. Asking Alexandria, Sleeping with Sirens. A couple bands that I would say are very worth checking out that we've seen multiple times now, both in festival settings and solo settings. Bad Flower, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones steals the show every time that he plays, so he's well worth checking out. Super nice guy as well. We had a chance to catch up with him at Earth Day Birthday last year. And also The Warning. The Warning put on the most surprising set the last time that they played Welcome to Rockville. I think it was probably the November show in 2021. And just phenomenal. It's a family of women that play together from Mexico, I believe, and the songs are phenomenal. Their stage presence is phenomenal. And now moving on to Saturday with probably the most controversial act performer playing at Welcome to Rockville or playing anywhere, and also announced in support of Metallica shows coming across the US and Europe next year, headlining Pantera. Can you call it Pantera anymore? Can you call it Pantera Tribute? It's Phil and Rex with Charlie from Anthrax and Zach Wild playing guitar, but basically Pantera 2.0 maybe. They are headlining the event Saturday night. So Saturday night kind of like their biggest night, and their biggest headliner, their biggest get, Pantera, playing songs from Vinny and Dime, in tribute to Vinny and Dime, with support from the estates of Vinny and Dime. So Pantera headlining with Godsmack and Alice Cooper. This might seem a little odd to some folks, that are younger, but this is a brilliant move for Alice Cooper getting in and playing these festival sets to be able to kind of appeal and introduce yourself to a younger crowd that may have just heard of the legend of Alice Cooper. But I imagine Alice Cooper probably performing with his full stage setup. It's something to see. If you're younger and watching this video and you've never seen Alice Cooper set the stage for performers like Marilyn Manson, Ice Nine Kills, and these other kind of shock type acts that are out there. You can't miss the Alice Cooper set. And in support, Chevelle, Alter Bridge. I am kind of disappointed that Alter Bridge is touring in earlier winter locally, and they have Wolfie Mammoth Van Halen, or Wolfgang Van Halen Mammoth, in support, and Wolfie's not playing the Rockville show. Wolfie did play last year and it was phenomenal, their set. But Chevelle, Alter Bridge, Jason Bonham's basically his Led Zeppelin experience. So you're basically getting to see songs from Led Zeppelin and from Alice Cooper and Pantera the same day. Knock Loose, awesome. Rival Sons, and a couple bands that might fly under the radar, folks. But for long-term or older metalheads like me, Creator is playing the undercard super early in the day. Creator 2023 and Sepultura. It's gonna be wild. Two other bands that I would say you should check out if you haven't seen them before, and they're part of this wonderful rock buffet: Rival Sons and the Bronx. The Bronx has been around forever, probably flying under everybody's radar, but they are going to be a set that you don't want to miss. And then we're going to tie out the weekend on Sunday with probably, in my opinion, the bands that are least enjoyable for me. Headlining Tool. Tool is back again. The last time Tool played Rockville was, I think, the last year that they were in Jacksonville. And I gotta be honest, we skipped Tool. I think we might have watched the first song, and the hate that we got on videos was out of this world, with people saying, how could you possibly miss Tool? They're not my thing. I think I would like maybe 3 or 4 songs from them, but I do promise that I'll stick around at least for a couple of their songs this time. Deftones is playing. Deftones, I think, was supposed to play last year, before things got jostled around a little bit. And Deftones, to me, I love watching them live. I've seen them live a bunch of times. It's been years. So I'm really anxious to see them play again. And then Incubus. And I'm just going to be honest, I don't like Incubus. I'm not an Incubus fan. I know a lot of people love Incubus. We've seen them before, and it's like I want to bring a pillow when they're playing. But undercard here for Sunday, we got Mars Volta, Coheed and Cambria. Pennywise is playing again. Pennywise has put on a couple of great sets at Rockville in the past, and I love Pennywise. Ghostmain and Grandson, I would say, is a good band to check out, and Senses Fail. So Sunday, arguably for me, the weakest day out of the lineup for Welcome to Rockville, but 90 plus bands, and we say this all the time when we talk about Rockville, you're not paying to see a band. It's not a concert to go to. It's a festival. You go to a festival, basically, have fun, take in the other sites. There's plenty of vendors, both selling merchandise as well as food vendors and things to see, things to do, friends to meet, and music to listen to all over the place. It is genuinely a giant rock buffet where there's something for everybody, and it's something going on throughout the day for everybody. So we'll be there all 4 days at least. I will be there 5 days, counting for the camping and load-in for hopefully whatever they announce for the camping event. So if you see us, say hello. But we are super psyched. And if you want more information about Rockville, this is not a sponsored video, by the way. It's just to connect with everybody. It's been a while since we talked about anything fun like this. So we'll put the link to Rockville down below. They should have all of the answers for any questions that you have in the FAQ section. and we're going to get out of here. So thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. 5 more months to awesomeness. See you guys.